A lot of people, when they first start a business, they don't think about starting a business. They're already doing a hobby or they're already doing a service or a craft, and they already started selling something and they're starting to bring in some money. And I think it might be a little backwards, if you ask me. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think implementation is the first step in starting a business. I think there needs to be a little bit more thought and intention behind it. So this is the second video in my series on how to start a business. So I'll go ahead and put the first video link down below in the description box, and we'll get started with this video. Hi, my name is Adrina. I am the owner and accountant here at Accounting by Adrina, and I'm excited to talk about how to get legit with your business in this video. So whether or not you already have an idea of what you want to do when it comes to your own business, here's some thoughts. I want to provide you kind of like a thought process that you can take. And so make sure to watch that first video first and then come back to this video, because it's really just a process, and it helps kind of like reframe your thinking from like already implementation, doing your service, craft, art, whatever it is, to having intention behind starting your business. So the first thing that we talked about was kind of like, what is it that you're going to be doing? What are you going to be selling? What service are you going to be providing to people? Who are you going to be working with? That kind of stuff. So when it comes to the next steps, I want you to think in terms of what you're going to be calling yourself. And this is going to be something that you really need to have some intention behind, because you want to make sure that it's not only available on your Secretary of State's website, so you can either incorporate, or you can file as an LLC, or you can start getting an EIN with the federal government, but also because maybe you want to have a website, maybe you want to have some social media handles. So when it comes to that piece of it, you want to make sure that that name is available. Now, for me, I kind of knew my name was already unique, so Accounting by Adrina felt kind of natural. And I did kind of think through like different variations of that, like accounting with Adrina, bookkeeping by Adrina, that kind of stuff. And then I ultimately landed on Accounting by Adrina. And then I just went ahead and grabbed everything that I could. I grabbed a website, I grabbed my social media handles, and I made sure to file for an EIN and an LLC. So when I filed for the EIN and the LLC, I actually went through a registered agent. So basically, if you go to your state's website, you can search registered agents in your area. These aren't tax what you would consider a CPA or a tax advisor, but these are people who are trained with taxes, so they can file taxes, but they also have another piece to their license. So you can kind of like have them be the intermediary should you have to go to court in the future. So that's what I went ahead and did. I found what I did was research some of the registered agents in my area first, and then I landed on someone, made an appointment, was able to go in and talk to her. She turned out to be a great person, and even sent a couple of clients my way. So that was kind of a nice side benefit that I didn't even consider. But we had a really nice cordial relationship. And so that was really great. I was able to do that. So I would definitely recommend, if you can, find a registered agent in your area to help you with, at least for the EIN and the LLC, because incorporating, let's talk a little bit about that, because when you want to create an LLC, it depends on if it's just you, or if it's you and a partner, or if it's you and two other people. And having kind of like that third party person there to help you process the paperwork is highly beneficial. So once you have all your paperwork filed with the EIN, your LLC, whatever else, maybe you have a DBA as well, then you can use all of that paperwork to go ahead and open up a business checking account. So I talk a lot about kind of making sure that you're legally legit with your business bank account and all of that stuff in a different video. So I'll link that video below. But for our purposes of what we're talking about today, you want to make sure that you open up a business checking account and put an initial investment in there. So this will be an owner's investment. So you would take that out of your personal checking account and transfer the money, the cash, over to your business checking. It doesn't matter how you want to do it. You could do an online transfer. You can write a check. You can pull cash out, deposit it, whatever works for you, however you want to transfer cash, go for it. There is no right or wrong way here. As long as the money gets into that business checking account, they might actually require you to write a check to open the account. So you might need to do that at that moment when you fill out the paperwork for your business bank account. Now, after this is done, so you have your business checking account, you have your EIN, LLC, and all of that good stuff. The next steps are really up to you. Now, there's going to be a lot of marketing gurus out there that tell you to do X, Y, and Z, but basically whatever works for you. So let me just tell you what I did for my business. So what I did was I made sure to, like, when I had all of that established, and I knew I had Accounting by Adrena, then I snagged up all of the social media handles. I snagged up the website, social media handles, website, and my email list. So I just went ahead and used whatever free things that I could to begin with. Now, when I got my website, it was through Google Suite, I think is what it's called. And that does have a fee associated with that. So I just went ahead and paid that because I knew that I wanted to have my email to say accountingbyadrena.com. So in order to do all of that, you do have to pay a fee for that. But I would just say, if you don't have any cash, you can just start with a free Gmail account. And even using all of the what do they call it? The G Suite items that are available, like Google Drive. It has, Google Docs and Google Sheets and Google Calendar. All of those things are free at your disposal. So you can even create a separate Gmail account specifically for your business and not have it say at whatever. But I thought for my business, I wanted to make sure that I came off professional with my new clients. So I wanted to make sure that I had that at accountingbyadrena.com. Next, what I ended up doing was I worked on my business plan, and I also worked on my marketing plan. These can be convoluted, but you can make them really simple. All I did was grab templates off the internet for my business plan, and I just started filling it in. And that's kind of like what these videos are sort of helping you to do, is create your business plan, so to speak. I just don't have that language in there. But creating your business plan is really going through kind of like the questions that I asked in my first video. So make sure that you do watch that first video, because it kind of walks you through all of those questions. And again, I'm just trying to get you to be thinking about a process and becoming intentional with how you start your business, so that you can end up on the right foot. Because if you do start as a hobby, it's going to be convoluted because you're already earning an income, and then you'll need to kind of report that income to the IRS, so it'll start getting taxed. And if you don't have all of these systems set up in place already, with you already earning an income, maybe you're not taxing that, maybe you're not reporting that. So that's a taxable event. And we want to make sure that we're capturing that on our tax return. So unfortunately, it does cost some money to start a business, but the benefits in the long run definitely outweigh whatever we need to do with the IRS, in my opinion. But, I am an accountant, so there's that. All right, friends, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions or comments that you'd like, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below, and I will definitely get to those. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like this video if you like this type of content, and subscribe so you are the first to know about new content coming out every week. Thanks, and I'll see you in my next video.